Joining us now is Haiti's ambassador to the United States, Mr. Bocchit Edmond. Mr. Edmond, first, just want to start off by expressing our deepest condolences to you and your entire nation. Thank you so much for joining us. At this moment, what is the greatest need on the ground there, particularly with this tropical system near those hard-hit communities?
Thank you so much for having me. At this moment, I believe the most important thing is the search and rescue, because we think that probably there might have been some people trapped down still. We hope for a miracle, but otherwise we need to make sure that we discover all those bodies, if in case, and to make sure that they have a proper burial and so on. But at the same time, we are waiting for grace that should be arriving this afternoon. I believe we do hope there won't be any heavy rain. Otherwise, that will temper all those efforts that are being done to recover the bodies and with the search that we are doing actually.
And is Haiti still experiencing at this moment aftershocks? We're hearing that some people are afraid to sleep indoors because of them. How are you managing that on top of the weather in the area?
Yeah, the issue is the aftershock. That's always been the case. But I believe since yesterday, we haven't heard any aftershock, any news for aftershock. But I believe the most important thing that we are concentrating in is to make sure that the relief efforts, be worked for, particularly for those victims. And I believe there are many of them, more than 14,000 families, who doesn't have any roof over their head. Therefore, we need to make sure that they put them somewhere and public facilities, and to make sure that until we have means to give them, they can be protected, and to bring them some medical attention, those who were wounded, and to make sure that we have enough medical supplies, and so we can bring the service and the help needed to them.
I'm just trying to picture this, because with many people sleeping in tents and outdoors, do you have enough shelter? Do you have enough spaces and places for people to go and retreat once grace is there?
We are working very hard. I mean, so far the assistance we have received, I believe, with them, I cannot say that they are enough, but so far we are getting some help, particularly from the USAID team and other countries that send some assistance. We are doing our best to see if we don't have enough tents to put all of them, but that's why we are trying to use the public facilities where we can move them, so they will be protected if the winds comes, and to make sure that they are not being left outside.
And of course, this comes just weeks after the assassination of President Moise. This earthquake is, of course, throwing the prospects of a new election into chaos. Are you concerned about a power vacuum caused by all of this instability, leading to violence and even more unrest, possibly?
Yeah, I don't think there is a power vacuum. I believe that probably one will tell you that there is no current an acting president, but the prime minister and his government, they are assuming the executive power. Therefore, there is no power vacuum whatsoever. But what we are doing our best, not only to address the challenges caused by the earthquake, but at the same time, we are doing our best to address all those other issues like insecurity, and to make sure that very soon we prepare ourselves as a country, as a democratic country, to have elections.
And what's being done to ensure that some of the gang violence in the Haitian capital during the past few weeks does not impede the desperate humanitarian efforts as aid groups try to reach these hard-hit communities?
I believe the national police is working very hard, particularly in certain areas that were not being able to access, and the national police entered them, and now they're under control of the national police. And we are making sure that all those humanitarian corridors that have been created to give access to those who are trying to access hospitals and so on be respected. And I think we are doing our best to make sure that all those, the public orders particularly, remain in place in certain places, and to make sure that the people who need access to hospital, to other places, they have access to it. But the national police is doing its job now.
There has been just so much devastation in Haiti this year, but the challenges have been generations in the making. According to the UN, about 59% of the people living in Haiti are under the poverty line, and 24% of people live in extreme poverty. How can the people of Haiti recover from all of this?
Sometimes it may look very difficult, but I don't think it's impossible, because we have done great things in our past. We still can do it, but it's a matter of getting together to do that. I understand it's very important to give the people hope, because in this time of challenges, it's very important we build that trust within the people and give the people of Haiti hope that things can be better tomorrow. But all the elites, all the political stakeholders, political leaders, we need to work together as Haitians first, because even though we believe in the international assistance, we welcome that, but at the same time, the first help should come inside. That's why we appreciate the fact that Haitians, between themselves, now they are organizing and to bring assistance and help to our brothers and sisters. Even though we welcome the international assistance, but the Haitian efforts is also very important, and this is what is happening now.
And you say that you welcome the international assistance. How can the United States and the rest of the international community help you at this time? Have you asked the Biden administration for any assistance?
Of course, we did. We did ask, and the response was very swift. And we get the answer, particularly from the U.S. Administrator, Samantha Powers, who was designated by President Biden to be the coordinator of this humanitarian assistance. So far, the USAID team is already in Haiti, and the U.S. Coast Guard is helping, particularly transporting those wounded to bigger hospital. And I think the help of the United States has been consistent, and we appreciate that.
Mr. Bocchit Edmond, we thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you talking with us tonight.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.